Yo, so what do we talk about today? Uh, you know, the black man. I want y'all to realize something. Realize something, man. Yo, as a man, as a man, you will be held responsible. You will be held accountable as men. You know, it's a dangerous thing. You know, all this stuff all this stuff about black women and the shit that they're doing, you understand that ultimately is going to come landing on your head, you know. You will be held responsible. You will be held accountable for that. So I just want y'all to know that, bro. You want to, this is why judgment is so important, man. Judgment. The black woman, she has stated that only God can judge her, you know. And this is a fallacy. This is a huge fallacy because if you're going to be held responsible for her behavior, you must judge. Let's just look at it from this perspective. If if the government decides that they're going to cut off welfare benefits and food stamp benefits and Section 8, and they're going to start cutting these programs, and the black woman is going to be out on the street, out on her fucking fat, stinking ass, who you think going to be held responsible for that? You are. Y'all got to understand that you will be held responsible. You will be held accountable, whether it's through, because if you see a bunch of homeless ass black women, it's like anything these women do, we are held accountable for it. Doesn't matter, when they, I mean, even, have you ever heard one of these women, get pregnant and actually take responsibility for that shit? I mean, these modern day black women. Have you ever heard of any of them doing that? What's the first thing that comes out of their mouth? She didn't do it all by herself. Where's her father at? No responsibility. No responsibility. The responsibility is the order of the day. You know, responsibility. No matter what happens to you, you have to take responsibility for that. No white man talk. No, none of that white man talk. None of that slavery talk. I mean, we've been doing that shit for a minute. We've been talking about slavery for a minute. We've been blaming the white man for a minute. But at the end of the day, if you still blaming the white man, then where have you gone? Where has that gotten you? I don't understand how some people could be sitting out on the corner stating that, the white man this, the white man that. And, I mean, their situation hasn't changed. There are literally brothers who have been doing this for 10, 20 years. stating the same exact things. The white man this, the white man that, the white man this, as equated to absolutely nothing. The white man talk is dead. You will be held accountable. We are being held accountable right now for the things that our ancestors did not do when they were yapping about the white man. You know, they had a legitimate gripe in the past, but black, you know, I'm not even gonna blame black women, because like I said, we will be held accountable. We will be held accountable for their behavior. You know, we are going to be held accountable for the boule. I mean, I think they did the right thing because it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like brothers was just simply trying to move out of the community. It's like when you are part of the talented 10 and you live in a ghetto where the untalented 90%, not that they're untalented, but the 90% have no opportunities, or let's just say no opportunities, or they can't fathom opportunities for themselves, then you know you can't live in a community like that, because you as that 10%, you're going against 90%. You're going to get up against people who are starving, you know, and you sitting around with your talented 10, and you ain't doing shit. Even if you are in the ghetto doing something, man, you're gonna need, the first thing the ghetto needs is security. That's first and foremost. We need security. And I'm not talking about police officers. We see what that has gotten us, you know. That's the first thing. That's the first thing that the ghetto needs is security. You need security. Then it takes a commitment to self-preservation. We need a commitment to self-preservation, which means you ain't gonna, you gotta stop doing business with these other people. You gotta stop trying to be down. Stop trying to be cool. Stop trying to be cool with these people that are extracting money out of your community. I have no interest in going into the ghetto and saving nobody. That's not happening. I have no interest in saving some spoiled ass fucking black woman who has fucked up her fucking money trying to keep up with the Joneses. No, I'm not. I will not partake in no kind of Jesus narrative. You know, I'm not saving the. I'm not saving the black community, and I'm not saving the 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 spoiled black woman or her and her fuckery. You know, it's gonna be a hard thing, man. But when it all boils down to it, you know, it's like you will be held responsible. You will be held responsible for that, black man. You know, the first rule of AA applies to all black men and all black women. That is the first rule. It applies to all of us because, you know, the last thing you want around you is a bunch of people who are trying to get something for nothing. Sort of like these videos. You know, some people just want to get, some people just, they want to get in the videos and they want to, they want me to talk about the black woman all day. But when I talk about the black man and his behavior, you know, they don't want to hear that shit. They just want to hear me talk, just want to hear me getting her ass. Rightfully so. A lot of black men deserve and will receive a severe punishment, behind their behavior. Judgment. What is judgment? Judgment is not good and judgment is not bad. Judgment is based on intention. Judgment is based on intention. It is not based on good and it's not based on evil. It's based on intention, true judgment. People go to church every day and they look for, and they're begging, they're praying for God to protect them from themselves, from their own evil nature. They know they're really evil. They know they're just as evil as they are good. And they're praying that God will protect them from the bad things that they are capable of. The black woman has stated that thou shalt not judge her for her evils, but only the black man is in a position to judge her. Only you can judge her. You're the only person that she cannot pull the wool over their eyes. A lot of them have attempted to pull the wool over the eyes of the general public, stating that the black man ain't shit. The black man doesn't take care of his kids. The black man is a thug. This is why they get with these kinds of men. Because the only way they can get any free shit is to have a man like that. This is the intrigue. This is why they are so intrigued with these individuals. This is why they can't wait to get them a thug. You can't do that if you get a decent black man. You can't get free shit. You can work for. You gotta work for shit. You can get free shit from a good black man, but you gotta do some evil shit. You gotta do some evil shit. You gotta marry him under false pretenses, pretending that you love him, have him get you pregnant, and then dump his ass and try to take half of his shit. And consciously, a lot of black women, they do have a conscience. Most of them have a conscience, and they would rather just get with a thug. And, literally, they must convince themselves that this nigga ain't shit. It has to, they have to convince themselves that this nigga ain't shit. You know, he had, the dumber, the stupider he is, stupider, the, the stupider, the dumber he is, the better. This way she can justify her fucking fucked up behavior. It's funny though. It's funny. Now she doesn't want anyone to judge her. Because after she's done running this game, she runs to the church and asks for forgiveness. She becomes a strong, independent black woman who doesn't need a man now that she has all her shit that she wants. She becomes a single mother and victim cards all around. More free shit. Victim cards all around. Can I have a victim card? This is why judgment is so important. This is why judgment is so important. You are after the order of judges, black men. Black men are after the order of judges and black women. There are plenty of black women who are after the order of judges. I need to understand that, And some of these women are better judges than you are. They're better judges because a lot of black men judge things with their penis head. they judge, they make judgments with their penis head. And these women are judging you, judging things with your fucking penis head. They, a lot of them have grown up, having to protect themselves. They grew up in defense mode. They started off in defense mode when they were very young, being very innocent, being very and having to protect themselves as being very young, And once they get, about 13, 14, they get their wits about themselves. It turns into manipulation. Manipulation becomes the order of the day. So, pause this for a minute. Hold on. So, yeah, as I stated, these a lot of these women, they become manipulators. They manipulate situations. They find out quickly that many of these men can be led around by their penis, and they're easily manipulated. They have no problem manipulating the fuck out of you. A lot of them are stupid. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them are just stupid as fuck. But yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna make this video too long because I don't want it to. I don't even know how this video is gonna turn out because I'm walking, and so I'm gonna leave it alone for right now. Come back to it. On that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.